Welcome, students. I want to have a little competition before we begin the official ceremony, and I want the out-of-state students to give a big cheer and see if you outnumber the in-state students. Now, it'll be really shameful if New Mexicans are outdone. So now, New Mexico students, politician by inheritance, I'm going to call that a draw. Well, I want to take a moment to welcome not only the students, but the parents that are here today. If we have some parents, I believe we do. And then talk a little bit about the importance of this ceremony. Convocation is a term which is rich with history within the academic setting. From the Latin meaning to come together in various settings, the word convocation has come to mean the congregation of faculty members at a university. New Mexico Tech, as many other universities in the country, convocation is the official ceremony allowing faculty, administrators, staff members to welcome new students into the institution. Just as commencement marks the completion of your career at Tech, this convocation ceremony officially marks the beginning of your career at New Mexico Tech. By coming to Socorro, you've accepted an academic challenge. You will learn about the pressures of academic life, and you will also learn how to handle the stress. I'm sure that all of you are prepared to meet the challenges and succeed with flying colors. All of us, department chairs, faculty members, researchers, staff members, and administrators, we are all here to help you find your inspiration, the challenge of discovery, and the development of your interests. We are here to help mold you and direct you in the field of study and careers that stimulates your mind. We welcome you to New Mexico Tech, dressed in full commencement regalia. Most likely, you won't see any of us dressed like this again until commencement. In fact, you won't see some of these folks in anything other than jeans and t-shirts for the duration of the school year. We welcome you formally to our informal campus. Now, I'd like to recognize some of the brilliant people who make Tech special. Behind me are some of the people who will inspire, mentor you in the coming years. And as I introduce you, I would ask the following, as I call their name, to please stand and remain standing. By necessity, the introductions are going to be kind of long because this is one time you'll get to meet a very large cross-section of the faculty, administrators, and of course others involved in this ceremony. And these may be the people that you need to call upon for help during your career at New Mexico Tech. So I hope you try to really pay attention, try to figure out who they are, and then don't be afraid to ask questions of any of these individuals. They'll all be more than happy to help. First off, we have Mr. Jerry Armijo, who's a distinguished member of the Board of Regents. And I'm going to make him stand. That's the only time I can order my boss around. And we have Omar Suleiman, who's the student representative on the Board of Regents. Dr. Peter Garrity, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Van Romero, Vice President for Research and Economic Development. Dr. Romero is also a graduate of Tech. He earned 2 degrees in physics from New Mexico Tech and then went on to get his PhD at another university. We don't ever acknowledge other universities because this is the only real university. We say just that other university. In some of you physics majors may encounter him and see him in the classroom, because Dr. Romero still tries to teach at least once a year during the academic year. Then we have Ms. Melissa Jaramillo Fleming, Vice President for Student and University Relations. Mr. Lonnie Marcus, who unfortunately couldn't be here, he had a commitment right in the middle of the ceremony. He's the Vice President for Finance and Administration. And if you'll just remain standing for a little longer, I'm going to also introduce the Associate Vice Presidents, Dr. Dan Walsh of the Research and Economic Development Unit. And then we have Mr. Richard Cervantes, who was very reluctant to come to the ceremony, but I pointed out to him that his job depended on it. So Cervantes is here with us today. Thank you, Richard. You bless us with your presence. We have Dr. Mary December of the Academic Affairs, who's the Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs, and also a professor of class, of the class department. And I'll give you that acronym meaning here in a minute. And Ms. Leila Cedillo, Associate Vice President for Finance and Administration. Neither she wanted to be in attendance, but I had the police pick her up. And so if you see her with her hands behind her back, it's because they're cuffed. And now for the deans, we have the Dean of Engineering, Dr. Tom Engler, who is also a professor of petroleum engineering, and is another graduate of New Mexico Tech. And the Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Lori Liebrock, who is also professor of computer science and engineering. Thank you let's give them a big round of applause. It's the only time they pay attention to this because they have an audience. We have open door policies all across campus, and you're welcome to come and talk to any of us, including the president. There are sometimes issues that you have difficulty with, and you may think that nobody's listening, but I can tell you all of these individuals are committed to you as students and committed to your success. So don't hesitate to come and ask for help, advice, anything else that you think appropriate. Now I'd like to recognize our department chairs, and I would ask them to please stand as well. Dr. Snezra Rugel, Biology. You made a lot of points in the first day. I never get acknowledgement like that. We have Dr. Michael Pullen, Chemistry. You know, normally I would ask you to hold your applause, but because these are the people that are going to grade you, I think I'm going to allow you to. We have Dr. Barbara Bonacassin. And this is what class stands for: Communication, Liberal Arts, and Social Sciences. We have Dr. Mark Kell, Civil and Environmental Engineering. And we have Dr. Shashbish Majumdar, Computer Science and Engineering. Dr. Gary Axon, Earth and Environmental Science. Dr. Kevin Weedyward, don't mistake him for a student. He's a full professor, electrical engineering. And Mr. Frank Renaud, represented in the management department. Dr. Bhaskar Majumdar, materials engineering. Dr. Anwar Hussain, mathematics. And Dr. Warren Ostrogen, mechanical engineering. I have to ask both of you secret to this popularity. Something's going on here. Dr. Corey LeClaire, Petroleum and Chemical Engineering. We have Dr. Ken Eck, Physics. Dr. Mark Samuel, Psychology. And the Chair of the Faculty Senate, Dr. Brian Borchers of Mathematics. And if we have any other faculty in the audience, would you please stand at this time? You might take up the lights to see if we can. There we go. As I mentioned a little while ago, I'm very serious when I commend you to these people. They really, really want to help you. They want to support you, and they want to see you succeed. Get to know them. We're going to have a little reception out in the lobby. Make sure that you find out who they are, especially in those disciplines that pertain to your interests. And they're very approachable people. They even talk to me, so you can imagine if you would do much better. With that, you may be seated, and thank you so much. And a big round of applause again. Students, we are here for you, and we hope that we can get to know each other a lot better over the next few weeks, months, and hopefully years. Let me also introduce the leaders of the Student Association. We have Solhai Suleiman, President of the Student Association. And we have Divya Suyakamur, and she's President of the Graduate Student Association. These days, you get a little edgy when you hear a sound like that. Thank all of you, students. We have many resources available to help you succeed. I invite you to take advantage of all these resources. You know, and I keep repeating that same theme because that's going to be the most important for you to succeed at New Mexico Tech. It's not to be afraid to ask for help. I may be talking too long. I think that's a fair warning. I'm going to move on with the program. I'm sure you have all heard that New Mexico Tech has a difficult course of study. You wouldn't be here today if you didn't already possess the skills to succeed, to master our curriculum and earn a degree. We are all here to help you achieve your goals, earn your degree, and make a difference in the world. We have a special guest speaker today. To introduce him, I'd like to introduce Dr. Warren Ostergen, the chair of the Mechanical Engineering Department.
I'm very privileged to have the opportunity to introduce our convocation guest speaker, Mr. Fabian Vigel. Fabian, a native of New Mexico, is a 2008 graduate of Tech who is currently working as an engineer at Honda Research and Development in Raymond, Ohio. I remember Fabian as being very good academically, respected by his peers, and also a key member of the Baja Car team. He also always wanted to improve himself, to do better. This attitude certainly has helped him do well at Honda, where he has been given positions of increasing responsibility. He has also obviously impressed Honda management with the capability of Tech graduates. This past May, 5 more of our students were hired by Honda. Please welcome Mr. Fabian Vigel.
Just picked it up.
Great, I'm so glad we got it.
You're gonna love it. So we're on our way to you now, okay?
We?
Me and your new ride.
Good afternoon, New Mexico Tech students, faculty, guests, and families. As Dr. Rose stated, my name is Fabian Vigil. I'm currently a body design engineer for Honda and Acura in Ohio. I'm honored to be speaking here at your convocation. How time has passed by so quickly. It seems like yesterday I was sitting in those seats, participating in spring fling, working on Baja, and just being a student opposed to a full-blown adult. My interest in automobiles and machines started as a young child. I always thought I would love to invent something that makes a difference and helps people out. I imagined doing something with robotics or some kind of machine. Well, I knew in my heart was in something of that nature. I didn't know I would be designing something you see every day. I got my first opportunity to work on the cars at the age of 12. My father taught me how to do general maintenance such as tire and oil changes. And as I got older, I learned about more complex issues like timing belts, engines, transmissions, things of that sort. I'm very grateful for this exposure, for not only did I learn how to maintain my own vehicle, but it gave me the confidence to explore and be more innovative. At the age of 15, I got another opportunity to work at an auto body shop for 2 summers. Here I developed skills which laid the groundwork for my ability to troubleshoot mechanical operations. These unique experiences, along with my strength in mathematics, accumulated my decision to pursue engineering. In applying to colleges, I looked for something that would match my career interests and social goals. Wanting to stay close to home and family limited my choices in good engineering schools. And then I found New Mexico Tech. My decision to come to this university was based on notoriety, small class environment, quality of professors, and of course, the fabulous town of Socorro, New Mexico. Here at Tech is where I faced many academic challenges and met great and talented people, some you see sitting behind me now, and some out here in the audience. When I took my second semester of physics, I went in thinking it would be easy. I was humbled by my lack of knowledge of magnetic fields and the broad materials I never learned in high school. Socially, I felt at home here from the start. The university hosted events such as spring fling and various intramural sports. Spring fling was a series of events that included comedy acts, which can be seen here, music entertainment, casino nights, and many other fun activities. To keep myself sane, I also participated in playing basketball, dodgeball, and soccer. At the start of my 3rd year, I got the opportunity to become a residential advisor. This enabled me to take an active leadership role by hosting campus events and creating a community within my hall. Monthly, residents and I played poker, watched movies, and attended many campus events. During my time here, I worked on various design projects. Most notably, I spent 2.5 years on Mini Baja. As part of the team, I was responsible for the design of the frame structure and suspension. Not only did we create a car from the floor up, but we also traveled the country to promote our project and compete. With admirable finishes and limited resources, we did great things and gained much respect from other teams around the country. I feel very confident in saying that if it were not for my experience on Mini Baja, I would not be a body design engineer today. In my 4 years working at Honda, I've been honored to work on many exciting projects, some which you see on the road that include the Honda Odyssey, Acura MDX, Acura TL, and Honda Cross Tour. Honda Odyssey was special for me because this was the first opportunity to prove myself and work completely on my own. I had the chance to apply some of my knowledge learned here and to be creative with the design. I was responsible for creating features such as the aero-driven spoiler and many internal frame components in the trunk area. As you imagine, the amount of information responsible for a new engineer was a bit overwhelming. With help from my peers and organization skills learned from being an RA and many design projects, as well as from my mother, I survived and excelled. After Odyssey, I moved on to work on the next Acura MDX. With increased targets of government crash regulations, I was given the responsible for developing the front cabin structure. Using material techniques learned in Mini Baja and the study of inertia learned here, I created optimized designs using computer-aided draft programs. Though limited by styling and packing restrictions, I was able to developed structure that was much more effective than any of the MPX predecessors, a feat all on its own. Earlier this year, this was confirmed by computer simulation and by actual prototype design. Working on my latest assignment and current, the next Accurate TL, I was expected to create a similar structure like I did on the MTX. Using similar methods, to the surprise of management and myself, I created the smallest 8-pillar structure developed in Honda history. As of the latest testing result, it too outperforms its predecessor. I currently have patents filed for my design in this area and a few others for this model. While working on TL, I was also given the challenge of working on the next Honda Cross Tour. With this project, I'm gaining more management experience. I'm in charge of setting design direction and making design changes and creating developmental schedules. Without my experience from junior and senior design, I do not think I would have been ready to take an active leadership role and be successful. Through all my experience thus far, I have learned that with hard work and determination, you can conquer anything. With that, I would like to thank the university for giving me the knowledge and opportunity not only to excel in my career, but to help mold the person I am today. My experiences at Honda would not be possible today if not for your preparation. Students, enjoy your time here because they will be some of the most unforgettable and life-shaping moments in your career. Dream to make believe. Thank you.
I hope you really recognize the value of having a speaker like, and I'll call him Fabian to make it more native. But, you know, that is what you can be doing 4 years, 5 years from now. If you commit yourself to hard work, persistence, and then seeking help where you feel you need help. So again, I repeat that, don't be timid. Nobody's going to bite you. Make sure that you do your work first and then also seek help where you feel you need it. The one thing I didn't ask Mr. Vahita is what his salary is, and if he'd have told me, I wouldn't have allowed him to say it, because I'll grant you, he's making more than our faculty. And I'll lose all the faculty. But I can't impress upon you enough of what these degrees can do for you in your future, and it literally shapes a new life, a new set of opportunities, and it makes your life a transformational experience. So keep that in mind when you feel that you can't make it, or you're too tired, or you're discouraged by some small failure along the way. And most of us, I trust all of us actually, at some point or other experience failures. And the trick is to get up, face the failure, learn from it, and go forward. The other thing that we haven't done here today, and I want you students to now give, whether your parents are here or not, or your sponsors, anybody that has been a mentor that helped you get to this point, would we please acknowledge them at this point and just say thank you to the parents and those that support you. Again, I want to thank Fabian for those great remarks. It's great to see another successful techie proudly carrying the banner of the Institute. We have a new tradition to begin this year at Tech, a little banner to present. Banners of this sort were popularized during the medieval times and later were adopted by universities to symbolize the academic institution, complete with the official seal and ornamentation. Traditionally, the official gonfalon was presented by the president or chancellor to the leader of the faculty. In accordance with that tradition, I'd like to officially present the gonfalon to Dr. Brian Borchers, chair of the New Mexico Tech Faculty Senate. like to introduce and welcome Melissa Jaramillo Fleming, who's also the Dean of Students. We have a lot of double roles at New Mexico Tech, but these folks carry their missions admirably. Melissa?
Thank you, Dr. Lopez. Next, we, the faculty administration, would like to welcome all new students to the ceremonial presentation of New Mexico Tech. Outside will be a banner that we would like our new students to sign. There'll be some Sharpies out there for you guys to sign, and we'd like to post it throughout your career here at Tech. And our hope is 4 or 5 years from now when you graduate, we're going to present that banner and you're going to remember that you've signed it 4 years ago. We also have a special gift for you, which we will be giving out as you sign the banner. So we look forward to seeing you guys and encourage you that you reach your goals. Today we are starting a new academic year on this 20th day of August.